Well, I don't do my iconic victory dance for nothing. Okay, I guess just this once I can do it for nothing. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay, I guess I can do one more for nothing. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Okay, dang, Nia, right on the money. I see you, I see you. Appreciate you popping in. That's me typing in case anybody's about to go crazy. What's up, Nightmares? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're both doing well. Apparently Nintendo's lawyers caught another body today. So proof of a hero, Monster Hunter 4, Neo. From Monster Hunter.
Are you crazy? Are you out of your mind?
Yeah. I'm like so happy I found like jazz renditions of video game music. We're gonna get started here soon in the next 5 minutes. Let me actually start this ad preemptively. If I can. If it'll let me. Oh, apparently it won't, so it's I'm acting 46 seconds. This one's Sonic Unleashed, Windmill Isle Night. Sonic Unleashed had a banging soundtrack. I think that was my favorite thing about the game. And I didn't really even get to play it that much. All right, y'all, we're gonna get started here.
No more heroes, it's hero the king. Catch on nobody but yourself. Nothing less to do.
Travis, it's kill or be killed.
What's up, zombie? How you doing? Oh, was that your first time seeing it by chance? Oop, hold on. My camera decided you guys didn't want to see me today. I gotta go turn it on. Just as simple as flipping a switch, but you know, that makes everything difficult. Thank you guys so much for waiting through that starting soon screen. Zombie, Nightmares, Nia. Appreciate you guys all being here, especially so early. Today we're gonna be playing some more Silent Hill 2, but before that we're gonna be discussing some mental health and some gaming news. And today's topic is for mental health wise. It's just based on complete immersion. And I don't mean just like video games, but similar to video games. How the Game Boy noise always procs happiness in you. Well, I love that for you. Same here. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to do it. I wanted something nostalgic. I wanted something that like I could put my own spin on as well. Just like, you know, like bringing you back to that moment. Staying within that moment that was like happy or great for you, or just that brings back memories, a better time in life, right? And I think that's a very important part of just going through every day-to-day life, like immersing yourself in things, like throwing yourself in no matter what it is, like completely giving into something, like putting your all into something. And I think that's something that not a lot of us get to do anymore. Especially unless it's like a job, or unless there's some type of monetary value you're gaining from it, or that it shows you immediate rewards and feedback, because not everybody can afford to do so, right? Hi, I'm new here. What's up, Wesley? Appreciate you popping in as well, bro. Hope you've been enjoying the new Fortnite season. I've had a chance to play it. I've been having some fun with it. I gotta relearn how to play Fortnite again as far as shooters go. Yeah, I'm over here. Like I was looking free. But yeah, I really think it truly is something special when you're able to put your all into something, or at the very least enjoy something that you're giving your time into. Whether it's a person, video game, or other things of that nature. Not everybody gets to do that. And I think that is one of the great things that make great games great and good games better. That's why that's so special when you have an atmosphere in those games where you can just get lost in a different world. You know how everybody says like when you open a book, you kind of get lost in that world. You kind of get transported to another place. That's the immersion working. That's you buying in. That's you getting into it. This Mario Kart 64 song. But yeah, as of my woes, I've actually been enjoying it. I think I'm going to be playing more Fortnite. After I finish the Silent Hill 2 playthrough, I might switch up some things more, go back to playing a lot more fighting games, like a little more Tekken, a little more Street Fighter, but also other games as well. Because I do enjoy streaming a lot of different things, and I play a lot of different games. I'm just trying to narrow down my focus a little bit. But yeah, it's been fun. Like the dances, the emotes, the colorfulness, the art style. I think that's one of the reasons that'll keep Fortnite around a long time. Besides all the content updates and everything, they just have a very distinct style, and a style that lets them not only do so many crazy things with their own stuff, but also implement so many different things with so many different cultures and so many different movies and TV shows and comic books and things. Like it very much is feasible for Fortnite to be able to add anybody, no matter what walk of life, no matter what type of animation they're from, comic book, game, whatever, if they really wanted to. But man, I really enjoy things like that. I really do enjoy things like that. And that's one of the reasons why I bring up immersion, is because if a game can make you buy in, if a game can make you believe it, if a book can do the same thing, it really does enhance that enjoyment of whatever you're giving your time to so much more. You know, have you ever just sat down and had a great conversation with a person, and like you're full on leaning into it, whether it's something you're interested about, whether they're able to hook you emotionally, whether they're just making too much sense, and it's just something about that conversation that you just don't want to stop in that particular moment. I think more things like that can just enrich your life as a whole. So that's why I wanted to kind of talk about that today, is because it's one of the reasons why Silent Hill 2 means so much to me, is because it's one of those games that has such a great atmosphere, and it's a world you can get lost in. Granted, it's a horrifying world, but it still is very nice. That's why characters like Pyramid Head and the main character of 2 are so iconic, and what you see in that game, what you feel in that game, because the game makes you buy in. Like the game is like, okay, this is our world. Hope you enjoy your time here. Hope you enjoy your stay here. And the game isn't that long. The game isn't even 20 hours long. But it's just, I think the game, if you're just going straight through, it's like only like 15 hours. But if you're giving your time into it and you're just going in, it's such a great 15 hours. It is such a great 15 hours. But what's not great is getting sued by Nintendo, which is what somebody just had to find out again, because he thought he was safe. He thought he was going to be able to stream pirated games and get away with it. Nintendo wasn't coming for him. They knocked on that man's door so quick. We're actually going to be reading about that and some other gaming news for you guys today. Let me actually go into that. Let's switch screens here. It's actually kind of crazy. For those who don't know, like I said before we started the stream, I'm thinking to go live notification, at least for Twitter. Somebody got caught. Somebody got caught by Nintendo's lawyers again. They spun the block on this man, caught him slipping, caught him lacking. A gamer has sent Nintendo a letter boasting he had 1,000 burner channels to stream pirated games from, and he could do this all day. Now Nintendo has sued him for millions of dollars. This is why everybody reacted so strongly when they found out Nintendo was suing the Power World developers, because they could do stuff like this. Mans thought he was safe. He thought Nintendo wasn't gonna find him. He thought since he had thousands of burner channels, since he had so many different streaming platforms, that he was gonna be fine. Ladies and gentlemen, he around and found out. But let's go on to read the article. Nintendo has sued a gamer for streaming pirated Nintendo games such as Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom before their official release date. So these games weren't even out yet. But as reported by Polygon, Nintendo filed a lawsuit in a Colorado court against Jesse Kayan. I actually don't know how to pronounce that. Keegan, I'm not sure how you pronounce it. But every game guru accusing him of not only streaming 10 Nintendo games before they came out, but telling his viewers how to obtain them. Oh, this is a big no-no. The list includes The Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom, Super Mario Party Jamboree, and Mario Luigi Brothership. According to the lawsuit, he obtained and streamed leaked Nintendo games at least 50 times since 2022 and provided links to the used and Ryujinx emulators for viewers. Nintendo alleged these actions amounted to trafficking and illegal circumvention devices and insists that they caused millions of dollars worth of damage through lost video game sales. The lawsuit goes on to read that streaming leaked video games prior to their publication normalizes and encourages pre-release piracy. Defendant is signaling to the viewers that they should too acquire a pirated copy and play the game now without waiting for its release and without paying for it. Pre-release piracy harms law-abiding Nintendo customers who may have been waiting for a particular game release for months or years, and then may see gameplay and spoilers online and ruin their own surprise and delight when experiencing the game. In turn, pre-release piracy causes Nintendo tremendous harm, including millions of dollars of monetary harm from lost video game sales, both Nintendo's and its licensees, copyrights, games, and loss of goodwill. What's up, Sonic? We're just going over how this man has been sent to the Shadow Realm by Nintendo. Another person millions of dollars in debt. He's probably gonna have their wages garnished for the rest of their life. But what's more, the lawsuit alleges that he sent a letter to Nintendo in late October boasting he had 1,000 burner channels to stream from and threatened to continue to use them, saying he could do this all day. In addition to the seizure and destruction of emulators and devices in his possession, Nintendo wants $150,000 in damages for each alleged violation of Nintendo's rights under the Copyright Act, and it's only $500 per violation arising from violations of anti-circumvention and anti-trafficking provisions of the Copyright Act. With over 50 alleged incidents in 2 years, the potential damages could reach $7.5 million, or Nintendo could take actual damages to be proven at trial. Now, Nintendo told Polygon, "We can confirm that we filed a lawsuit against the individual who has engaged and continues to engage in clear infringement of Nintendo's IP rights, as well as violations of our game content guidelines. And Nintendo is passionate about protecting the creative works of game developers and publishers who expand significant time and effort to create experiences that bring smiles to all. So earlier this year, the Yuzu developer Tropic Haze agreed to pay Nintendo $2.4 million in a settlement, and last month Ryu Jinx reportedly ended development after Nintendo had a word. And how can we forget the fate of Gary Bowser, who was sentenced in 2021 to 40 months in prison and a $14.5 million fine for his role in a Nintendo hacking group Team Executor. And they're also in the middle of suing Pocket Pair for patent infringement, which we also have more news on that as well. Pocket Pair actually finally opened up and let everybody know like what exactly the patents that Nintendo was suing them over and exactly what is going on as far as the lawsuit is concerned. So for those who don't know, this is the same developer that made Power World. I believe they are also a Japanese-based team, which is why it also hit so hard. And it wasn't the designs like how most people thought, but it was gameplay mechanics that Nintendo patented later after I think Legends of Arceus came out. But they really wanted to go at Pocket Pair for this. Let me go over here. Oh, let me zoom in for you guys. Maybe later. Let's get all these ads out the way. Oh my god. Move out. The Pocket Pair has published a report on its website in which it outlines a number of alleged details about the ongoing legal proceedings. The plaintiffs claim that Power World, released by us on January 19, 2024, infringes upon 3 patents held by the plaintiffs and are seeking an injunction against the game and compensation for a portion of the damages incurred between the date of registration of the patents and the date of filing this lawsuit. The next bit is the most interesting as it sees Pocket Pair go on to identify those exact 3 patents, revealing that they're Nintendo patents 754. Well, I'm not going to read the numbers, you guys can see. I think it'd be kind of redundant. But for so far, it's 3 patents. And for the first one, it isn't as much of a mystery, with the automaton having reported that it appears to relate to the gameplay mechanic of catching an in-game character, a Pokemon in Pokemon's case, by lobbing a thing. In the case of Pokemon, that's a Pokeball, at which then they can make them owned by the player if the move is successful. So, you know, Pokeballs, Pal Spears, that kind of thing. All 3 are listed as having an application and registration dates between the start of February and end of August 2024, meaning that it all took place after Power World initially released. Though obviously ports to other platforms have arisen subsequently. In addition to the injunction against Power World mentioned above, Pocket Pair details that the payments of 5 million yen plus late payment damages to both Nintendo and the TPC are individually being sought in the suit, meaning the total payment facing Pocket Pair if it were to lose the case could be around 10 million yen. We will continue to assert our position in this case through future legal proceedings, Pocket Pair stated near the close of his post. Oh, hey Trinetta, how you doing? I saw you streaming yesterday. I hope it went well. Was it yesterday or was it Saturday? I think it was yesterday if I remember correctly. We were playing Hi-Fi Rush, right? I'm like struggling to remember. I was like looking at so many different things yesterday. Okay, cool, cool. My memory isn't failing me yet. I hope it went well, because I popped in there for a bit. It's really nice to see you though. We're just talking about how Nintendo keeps catching these legal bodies, how their lawyers just keep spinning the block on everybody. Really fun game, really dope game though. But yeah, this is what Pocket Pair finally opened up about the patents that they're coming after them for. And then somebody else who was bold enough to send a letter directly to Nintendo, bragging that he had thousands of burner channels, so they couldn't catch him. They caught him. And now he's facing millions of dollars in a lawsuit that he's gonna have to pay up. I don't know why people keep getting bold enough to try with Nintendo. This man was playing games that hadn't even came out yet. Not only that, but was showing people how to get the games that hadn't came out yet. So now they could sue him for more money. It's crazy, man. Speaking of that though, I don't know why like so many people are having legal issues and money news lately, but NetEase Games, if you guys don't know, this is the same developer working on Marvel's Rivals. They fired 2 senior executives for alleged money laundering and bribery. In an internal memo, the company said it dismissed 9 staff and referred the investigation to the police. This is insane. Insane. That's where that money was coming from. That's why they're so confident. But yeah, a number of NetEase Game employees have reportedly been arrested on charges of bribery and money laundering. This is picked up by the Chinese site Li Feng, and reported by Bloomberg Law. NetEase's game's general manager, is it? I'm gonna attempt to pronounce this, don't laugh at me. But Zhang Lang, don't know. But they were detained along with NetEase's esports lead, Jin Yuchen, and several other staff on anti-corruption charges. In an internal memo of the staff, NetEase Games, which develops Marvel Rivals and Destiny Rising, which is their mobile port of Destiny. Not mobile port, but it's another mobile game made in Destiny's image, with like a lot earlier than the current game takes place. But it has since dismissed a total of 9 staff for alleged bribery. It's thought the case impacts 28 suppliers to the Chinese megacore in a case which worth roughly 1 billion won. That's 107.5 million pounds and 139.3 million dollars. The names of those implicated have seemingly been removed from NetEase's internal systems, and shortly after their arrest, staff still employed in the studio reported their usual computer screensavers have been replaced by reminders of NetEase's compliance protocols. This is reportedly the second internal anti-corruption investigation NetEase has organized since September 2023. And a NetEase spokesperson said the police were now investigating alleged corruption charges, but would not disclose more details at this time. So that's as much news as we have as far as like Marvel Rivals and their team is concerned, which is kind of crazy to see. A lot of legal action is happening right now, and that's something I didn't expect to be like 9 of them to be out of for corruption. 1 or 2 maybe, but 9 on the team. Jeez, man. But also, Shotgun has some FGC news on there. I haven't been able to see too much stuff going on in the fighting games community because I've been so like preoccupied with my computer. Oh, you know what? I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah. Let's go to Twitter. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Did you talk about that one VTuber? Ooh, it's a spiritual success to the Gary's mod. I'm bookmarking that. Yeah, I think I know exactly what you're talking about. Punk was tweeting about it. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find it, because it wasn't. Yeah, here we go. Let me see if I can find the photo here. All right. Hopefully I don't get demonetized, but this is crazy, bro. Like, watching this was wild. Hold on. Like. Yeah, but you guys can pretty much get the point there. You guys can pretty much. I had to show y'all in like 4K, so y'all saw what happened. I only had to play 2 seconds. But she tried releasing an apology, saying that they were apparently so sorry for what they said and didn't know the meaning behind those words. But then you had other people who were showing clips saying that like, yo, you not only knew what you were saying, but you were doubling down on it, tripling down even, quadrupling down, 10 toes down on racism. And even then, like, if you know the song was like requested in explicit lyrics, not only saying it, but saying, you know, like she is using the word in proper, like, in its proper form. If you were to use it against somebody in a sentence, like she was throwing it out there, flinging it even like it was a spell to be cast. I knew you was this one kills me. Somebody said I knew you was a bad person when you key charged me in ranked. Oh my god, but it's just crazy, man, that like this could go on. I'm not gonna spend too much time on it, but for those who don't know, there's a VTuber slinging the N-word constantly for a hot minute, and then trying to come in and saying that they were sorry after doing it for an entire stream. After people were like requesting in the chat. This is why I always tell people, don't use word, like not using a word that you don't know the meaning to is so easy not to do. Even if you did want to make that the case, like, why are you saying it like that? Somebody said they thought it may have been a Kendrick Lamar song and it kind of slipped down when she got into it. Like, so something to where it's like, you could at the slight bit have an idea And you're not wrong. It's been around for so long. Like, how could you not know? Yeah, like the way she was using it, there's no way she could not know. Like, I get it, right? Oh yeah, defense of I didn't drop the hard R grinning. You saw it too? That's one of her defenses. Yeah, I didn't drop the hard R. Like, what? What are we talking about? The word has been around for so long, but I'll give you a slight benefit of the doubt if it was just like somebody in the chat was saying it and you were just like, you know, you slipped up maybe once. I could see if I really wanted to be that graceful, if I really wanted to be that understanding, that empathetic, right? But you cannot be a full-time streamer. You cannot be a full-time streamer where majority of your livelihood depends on this. Where the wrong slip up could cost you your whole career. Not only are you saying it, but you're saying it in that song and constantly doing it and using it in sentences. You knew. That's why even Punk had to say it. He said, I don't usually come to these things, but you're capping too crazy. Like, this is how I saw it. I didn't even know this was a thing until this happened. I normally stay out the VTubing community. I'm not gonna speak about all VTubers and say, like, you know, they're weirdos or anything like that. Like, no, there's a lot of great people in the VTubing community, and there's a lot of great people in like other communities as well. But there's too many of this. There's too much of this. There's too much of this going on. Like the people who have that anonymity, who can stay anonymous, who can like hide behind something. There's too much of this going on. Too much ignorance. Like, I know most VTubers are not like this, but every time I come in the community, there's a VTuber doing this. And it's always the ones who sound like the most passive, like who base like the personas around being a waifu. Those ones are the ones I've seen that are the most racist. Too much willful ignorance, yeah. Like, this doesn't work. There's too much technology and information in the world for you to use something consistently and then be like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know. Like, picture if I got on the stream, started slinging racial slurs and was like, oops, my bad. My fault, OG. But yeah, and news that actually, you know, let's not spend too much time on that. Hurt you is how someone tried to argue that she's dumb, not evil. Dumb is just as bad. Yeah. Like, that's not a good defense. It's not a defense of a hold up in court. It's not a defense of a hold up here. Being dumb is not an excuse. Dude, you cannot be a full-time streamer, get on your platform, say a slur and be like, I'm sorry, I didn't know. Like, say it multiple times, double, like, you're used, like, that's the part. Whole ass nigga, like, she said that. She said that in that clip I played. I didn't even play the full thing. She says that at the end of that clip. Like, it's wild. And she said it just naturally. Like that was she was warmed up. She was warmed up. She did her I'm racist stretches today. But yeah. But a lack of PS5 Pro shortages means that some scalpers are reselling it at a loss, which is dope. We love this. We love to hear that scalpers are losing money. But apparently it's the disk drive that's being sold at higher prices. And scalpers are looking to capitalize on the release of the PS5 Pro, and they're struggling to make a profit due to its generally readily availability. So while there remain a handful of sellers trying to sell the console at a profit, eBay UK currently has numerous sellers listing a £700 console for less than its retail price. Oh my God, these ads, please. But the situation appears to be the same in other countries, including Japan. The Otaku Research Institute reports that while the console is now seemingly sold out at most Japanese retailers, some stores are selling it throughout most of launch day without the need for reservations. On Japanese resale site Mercari, sellers are reportedly selling the console for 10,000 to 20,000 yen, more than the retail price of $65 to $130. But Otaku Research Institute notes that because Mercari takes a 10% cut and shipping costs also have to be considered, this still results in many resellers either breaking even or taking a loss. It also reports that numerous sellers on Mercari are selling for lower than the retail price, stating they're selling at a discount because multiple items were purchased. So they're trying to, not only they're selling it at a loss, but they're selling it cheaper than market price because they're just not making that much money because they bought so many. And while it appears that the console is generally available for those who want it, scalpers haven't completely abandoned the PS5 Pro. Instead, it's the console's external disk drive sold separately that's in short supply and being scalped. And the disk drive is supposed to, oh my goodness, supposed to sell for $79, oh my goodness, $80 technically, after tax and everything of course, or 99 pounds. But it's currently sold out at every major retailer, and as a result, eBay UK sellers are posting buy it now listings that's selling the unit for 150 to 250 pounds. This is crazy. I always said if you don't want to give scalpers money, just wait. Just wait. Just wait. Honestly, that's always the best thing. Let me see here. We got 3 more pieces of news, or 4 more pieces of news actually here. I'm actually gonna post this up because it was funny. Speaking of the LGBTQIA plus community, Trinetta, this was funny. I found this hilarious. The developers behind this game, Web Fishing, somebody was begging them for like a tag to represent that they were straight, which they put in air quotes. They not only made it the most expensive title in the game, but also put straight in air quotes because somebody for some reason wanted to have a title being straight, because you can have titles for every other form of representation. I guess they didn't realize straight is the default representation. Like, some people are just stupid. But to appease the Steam users' demands for straight representation, Web Fishing added a straight title that cost 9,999 fish bucks. Straight up malicious compliance. I love it. Let's go zoom in a little bit. But Web Fishing, which is a delightful chat room fishing game for $5, released last month. It includes a selection of cosmetic titles you can collect or display to other characters below your username. Many are goofs like Little Lad or others like the gay, ace, bi, and trans titles offer players a chance to express their sexuality through or gender identity, which is dope. And one keen intellectual on the Steam discussion forums, however, noticed the lack of a title for straight people and felt compelled to raise the issue. At the time of writing, it's unclear whether they noticed the vast majority of other human media that assumes a default straight perspective. Easy to miss, apparently. But as a straight guy, I promise you we're doing fine on that front. And yet, not everyone can read the room well enough that they don't need to wonder why an indie game featuring a month of anthropomorphic cats and dogs might not be centering for the straight experience. It's a skill you develop, I guess. Despite the goofus behavior, however, Web Fishing developer, Lane developer, was, as a sign of benevolence, receptive to the suggestion. As part of its 1.09 house cleaning update, Web Fishing now offers the straight title. It costs 9,999 in-game dollars, but for comparison, other purchasable titles cost $75. And I'll also note that it's only orientation-oriented in the title with quotation marks. It includes some other things, but it's just funny to me. I thought it'd be funny to cover. I like seeing developers do things like this, so people are just dumb. But I think next we have the Binding of Isaac news. I don't know how many people in here love roguelikes or have played roguelikes, but this is a really good one. And I haven't. I've played it a lot in my free time. They actually brought a free online co-op update to this game. But previously it was like mainly only local and limited local co-op. But now they have a considerable balance patch arriving with up to 4-player co-op. But somehow the Binding of Isaac Rebirth celebrates its 10th anniversary this week. So it's been out for 10 years. And to mark the occasion, developer Eggman McMillan has announced the poop-obsessed roguelite's long-awaited co-op mode, online co-op mode, is getting its full release on the 18th of November, so 7 days from now. And this remake came out in 2014 because there's a remake of the game that came out in 2011. So this was initially announced September of last year, and a number of beta sessions have been held for owners of Isaac's Repentance expansion. But now, A little over a year since online co-op was confirmed, Macmillan has announced that the mode will fully launch for everyone on the 18th of November. It'll support 2 to 4 players online with its own completion markers and arrives for free as part of a considerable balance update. So the update focuses heavily on buffing items and that players believe are lackluster or bad. And while no additional details have been shared as of late yet, Macmillan has posted some old Isaac related design documents, including ending storyboards, boss designs, and enemy treatments. And he has a social media announcement as well. By the way, the game itself and the expansions are all currently discounted on Steam until the 11th of November. Oh, that's today. There's a 50% off the base game and 41% off the complete bundle, which you'll need to get if you want the DLC. So hopefully that'll still be up. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe it ends at like 5 p.m. Who knows? It could have ended this morning. But just in case anybody was looking or curious about the game, it was on sale or should be on sale. But as for what's next for Macmillan, his long in the works cat breeding roguelike adventure, Mugenics, is expected to arrive next year. He announced it way back in 2013. So that's a thing. Yo, Isaiah Williams, welcome to the Panda Army. Appreciate that. But yeah, as far as news, we have 2 more things of news to discuss. As far as a new game coming out, if you guys like Power Wash Simulator, there's been a new Power Wash Simulator like co-op game coming out called Purifiers, which is based around cleaning and chaos.
Welcome to the world of Purifiers Cleaning Chaos, where you and your team are tasked with the noble mission.
It looks like it'd actually be pretty fun.
Sturdy city. It's a fantastic job where you can work
4-player co-op.
Working not exclude having fun together. Many people are counting on you. Sometimes it can be tricky to succeed. Even the simplest things can be a challenge. Don't forget that you
Those who have them.
support. You can do so much more than just cleaning.
This one looks like you look like it gets a lot of chaotic stuff done.
There will be plenty of people willing to help. Sometimes things get strange.
I'm sold. It looks like it'll be fun. They have cats. Yeah, they have a bunch of different things going on. So it's not just like you're spraying things down, but you're actually taking garbage. You can make things, bake things, and get in some really crazy stuff, it looks like.
For you. Join us. Download the demo and play.
But it looks like it'll be fun. Like 4-player co-op. I think regular Power Wash Simulator is only like 2. I'm not sure though. And our last piece of news we have, as far as FGC things go, besides racists in the community, we have the new Jinx gameplay trailer. Well, the new Jinx gameplay sneak peek for 2XKO. I guess they want to drop this when the new Arcane season dropped, which was yesterday. And they just dropped this today.
You can try to run, but me, I run this place. That girl with a gun? Coming for you. Surprise! Boo! Let's play!
Yeah, it looks like the demo for that. The other game is out now.
Time to throw down.
Oh, here we go. Oh my god. Playtest Jinx in 2025. Okay. So it looks like what was I gonna say? Looks like the voice actor is different from Arcane. Like it's actually different. Doesn't sound like it's the same one. So that's interesting. But yeah, that's all the gaming news and different things for the day. We're actually gonna boot up some Silent Hill 2 now. Play that. I'll keep this running until then. I want to keep things kind of short. But she looked very fun. She looked very interesting. Wait for this to boot up. I forgot I had this Lethal Company wallpaper. I've been changing up my wallpapers a lot more actually. We'll have to wait for this launch. Wait for this to launch. But you know, that other game looks like it's gonna be dumb fun. Any game where you can just like have fun with your friends and play, I'm automatically like looking at. I wish we get more like 6 or 8 player co-op games. That would be nice. I think Killing Floor 2 had like 6 player multiplayer, and I think 3 is coming out early 2025. So hopefully they do the same thing there. It's kind of just been interesting to see a lot of that. Oh my, this game is taking a while to boot. Well, this is while we're waiting for this, let me switch screens so you guys aren't just looking at the wallpaper constantly change over and over. Curious, I did not know like how short of a game Silent Hill 2 was. I thought it was a little bit longer, but I didn't know the game was like less than 20 hours long. Which is kind of funny for how like influential the game is. And then how great the remake is. It's really nice. Man. Been playing Lethal Company again. Lethal Company has also been dope too. Like that's something that still holds up. But I've been trying to find more games like it. Cause I don't know if y'all remember like that one era was like for 4 months, people just kept releasing Lethal Company clones. Which I think is always what happens. There's a game that pops off in a genre and everybody tries to immediately imitate it. Did not notice this dude in the back falling in the ocean. That's funny. All right, let me cancel the launch and restart it. I don't know why, but the game was stuck in limbo. It was honestly surprising that Bloober Team was able to do such a good job. I know a lot of people did not have faith because their games did not do the best. I'm not going to say they were trash or anything, but I know a lot of people just did not care for them. Let me double check and see if this game needed to be widescreen patched. I don't think so. Oh right, I have to compile shaders again. Oh yeah. It's always the worst part about playing new games. It's like waiting for this portion, this part. Or even like on the PS3 era, a lot of games had to compile shaders and stuff like that on the PS3. Full screen, borderless. Okay. Oh no, right. Our save got wiped. Okay. Completely forgot our save had gotten wiped. We have to start from the beginning.
Says this is quite the question of the day. My last experience being fully immersed in something was actually me having you fully immersed in me. Every throbbing inch of you. There's isn't a better feeling. Having you inside of me like my daily sustenance for the uses and needs for my body. Get back in there, handsome. I crave you.
Yo. What's up, Jay? Oh my goodness. Appreciate you popping in. What's up, Jay? Oh my goodness. Nothing much. I wonder why that lags so much. I'm gonna have to refresh the email walls. Let me see something real quick, yo. I forgot my whole like Silent Hill 2 save had been wiped. So I gotta start from the beginning, but luckily I'll be able to run through it a lot quicker than the first time. So I have to get to where I was beforehand. Just highly unfortunate. We're gonna try and get through this as quickly as possible though. That is one of the things I did not back up. Heart rate was update, man. It truly be like that. Let me cap the frame rate. Trying to make sure I turned everything off to make this just as immersive as it was the first time. So we're gonna be trying to speed run back to where we were. That's gonna be a problem. Okay. Standard, custom, default. Okay. Oy vey. But I hope you guys are doing well. Yeah, we were talking about getting, you know, truly immersed into something, like, you know, putting your all into something, or just like completely buying in. Which is why I brought up like video games and things. And like books, like how some people get transported to like a different world. Stuff like that. I'm gonna attempt to run through this as fast as possible. Because we've already been through these parts. Which is so crazy because I completely forgot. For those who don't know, when I was having technical issues beforehand, I had to completely wipe my PC. It looks like none of my save states were saved for Silent Hill 2, which is fine. I'm gonna be trying to get back to where we were as quickly as possible. Really nice game though. Really nice game. Let me try something real quick before we actually none. I'll just keep skipping all the cutscenes. Are we supposed to go through here or the other way? Other way, I believe. You know, it's funny running through this now because this atmosphere still is really creepy, still really dark. But I know there's no danger yet. Yo, what's up, Hybrid? Give me a second. I think I see what's lagging my computer slightly. I think it's wallpaper engine. So I think I'm gonna have to leave wallpaper engine off when I actually stream. Hope you're doing well. Appreciate you popping in. No items. Okay. Get it going through here. Another day, another moment in your life. You're not Spider-Man. Honestly, with the way the writers treat him, it's for the best. 100% for the best. They be ruining that man's life talking about for character development. Right now I'm just kind of running back through Silent Hill because my save and everything else got wiped when I had to factory reset my PC. So we're just trying to get back to where we were as soon as possible. Think it's be down more than anybody right now? You're not wrong. Give me 1 second. What else do I have open? I don't think it's anything too crazy. You know, at first I thought they would do, but apparently they just did not. They did not. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but hey, you know. Game ain't that long anyway, so it's perfect. It's fun. I'm just trying to get through this for everybody who's already seen it before. We're working what we got. I know this man is tired because that happens just sprinting through the whole streets. And this concrete is uneven and everything too. I'm gonna skip this too. All right, where are we? We're over here. Time to go. We were also talking about how someone in the FGC was a VTuber who got caught saying the N-word multiple times. And then tried to offer a weak apology. Super crazy that she just did that.
Are you crazy? Are you out of your mind?
Yep, another waifu VTuber. Can't go in here, right? Just super wild. I had just finished the whole apartment section too. That's fine. Oh, right.
Hey,
Wait.
Let me see something here. Oh, ray tracing is on. Why? Motion blur, yeah. That explains everything. I didn't know this game had ray tracing on. Do you think they would have sense? Honestly, I guess common sense ain't so common. Oh, right. We gotta go like between one of these alleys. The motion blur is just so disgusting. Every time I see it, I'm just like, why? Like, unless it's like an action game where you might need it, I could see, but no. For Silent Hill, nah. Hello? Right, thing collapses right behind me. Save point. This game is still scary, even though like, I already know what's happened before. There's still something about like loud noises and stuff that always bother me. I think no matter what, loud, unexpected noises are always just gonna get to me. Or most people anyway. Get some medicine. Might be missing out on items and stuff I'm not even looking for right now. You know, all bets are off once they start giving you items. Oh, the radio.
Stay back.
Oh, right. Oh, you got super armor. You know what's funny is like the moment Marissa would be almost completely fine in Silent Hill. Oh my god. All right, we gotta get out here. Juicing confirmed, right? Just rusty needles.
Where are you, Mary?
Okay, there's nothing in here. Fake muscles is crazy. He's got the blow up arms from SpongeBob. Like, what did you have done to you? Brother is running. I would chase him down, but that's a lot of legwork right now that I'm just not willing to do. I'm gonna save the game here real quick again. There's got to be more of them over here, right? Like he's under the card. There's usually some walking around. Why is he just waiting right there? All right. Was there anything in this car? Or did he just hide into here just because? Might be more of them in here. I have to be careful. I don't think we get a flashlight either until we get to the apartments. It's so hard to see. There's a health potion there. Right, then y'all come busting in. Was there another one, or was that it? I think that was the only one. Smash that hole in, man. Yeah, he didn't have the wake up frames. He didn't know how to wake up. He didn't know this was second. He tried rolling. I followed him. I used my tracking moves. Alright, let's get out here. Man's try rolling. I'm still plus. Nice. Did I even come in here the first time I played the game? I didn't. I'm here now. Okay, so we read that note. I don't think I technically need to be here yet. Or at all, really. I'm honestly just going into places because they're open. That means there's monsters nearby. Oh, so there's monsters in here. I gotta open this one. There we go. Alright, where y'all at? Oh, scarabs are a thing too. Why are you running? Anything in here worth it? Oh. Why is this library so well lit? Wait a minute. Nothing in here, so we just opened that for no reason. Find out more about the area, I guess. Where else we going? So we went to Neely's bar. We haven't finished everything in there. Go down to groovy music, get that stuff ahead of time that we're gonna need for the bar. Excuse me. It's just the craziest thing. I'm over here preemptively dodging. I thought one of them was crawling up from behind me. The radio didn't go off yet. Ow. Any more in here? Found a note. Like I'm over here trying to literally rob the place. Okay, so there's a passage back here if I remember correctly. Nope. Oh, maybe I do. Alright, where to next? We need to go to groovy music. You gotta be under the car, right? I knew it. See, if you don't get caught off guard by the fact that they're crawling on the ground, you can literally beat on them before they come close to you. Or as they come close to you, I guess. Yo, Immersive, what's up? What's up? Hope you're doing well. We're just trying to get through Silent Hill 2. I'm trying to get back to where I was previously. Just because your boy had to factory reset his PC, so there's a lot of stuff I'm missing. I think I was about halfway through, so I'm kind of sad, but you know, we're dealing with it. We're dealing with it. On the bright side, I get to relax a little bit while playing the game because I know majority of like what happens already from the last time I played. Oh, so my CPU was having issues and I couldn't figure out why. I did every troubleshoot under the sun, and I normally keep pretty good condition and take care of my PC. Like I cleaned it regularly, both inside and out, like software wise and hardware wise. I had my virus protections up, never went to like any shady sites, anything like that. But it had also been like 4 years since I factory reset my PC, and I didn't know that was something you're supposed to do like every so often to like clean it naturally. So it got to the point where my CPU usage, every time I booted up my computer, I don't know what happened, but something changed, would be at 100%. My CPU is relatively new. It's not even a whole year old yet. So I was like, this shouldn't be happening. I'm thinking like maybe something wrong with the thermal paste. Maybe something could have gone wrong physically. Nah, because after I factory reset it, everything was fine. But I backed up my stuff beforehand. One of the only things I forgot about was my Silent Hill 2 save. And now, there's a few programs that I think kind of lag now inside of OBS, like my emote wall and stuff. You guys might have seen it. So I'm trying to kind of like figure out why that was happening. Your PC's in a new place now. It's a cramped spot, but it's at your own place and not stuck at your parents' house anymore. I love that for you. That's what's up, Immersive. Happy to hear that, man. All right, there were 2 of you in here, right? Oh! You know what? Y'all gotta come outside. Y'all gotta come outside. Just come outside. We're just gonna have you come outside. Thank you. Be right with you after I'm done with your friend here. The window? This is crazy. PC you built for your son had its CPU die last month? Oh goodness, I built it for him less than 2 years ago, so it's under warranty. It's on its way back for RMA. That is kind of crazy. What type of CPU was it? Because I know if you have like a 13th or 14th gen Intel, they have an issue with their wattage. I have a 12th gen, so I was kind of worried about that. I was getting pretty close, but I was like, it's been fine for the most part. They give my older CPU to keep them going, but as soon as the replacement gets back, you'll fix the computer up again. Use the old CPU for a server box you're building. Valheim and Minecraft servers, love that. Oh, okay, yeah. So then it shouldn't have been that. Definitely can see why you sent it back. Wait, I don't know what I'm looking for yet. Well, James technically doesn't know what he's looking for yet. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing here, or can I just grab it preemptively? Probably not, yeah. This is me trying to meta game the system. Oh, no, we can grab it. That's nice. We won't have to come back here again. It's nice the game lets you do that. Needed that. Yeah, I'm gonna give them discrete cards when you build them, so you want APUs which work really well, but future upgrades still happening. Hey, you know, gotta go with what makes sense, right? I'm sure they're happy to just be getting a computer, you know. That was definitely me growing up. Right. And that makes sense. Let me go back to this bar and find this jukebox. Ooh. Another one of these harlots crawling around. I missed! Why are you running? Cool. I have to double check and make sure one wasn't sneaking up on me. All these monsters look like they have wedgies. This one is a sitter. That was wild. Alright, this wasn't here before. Or at least I think it was. I just probably didn't see it. So we fixed that. Whoops. Forgot about that. Now we go to our inventory, I think, right? This plus that. Now the record works. Now we put that back in. Oh, but now we have to do a small little puzzle. I wonder if we like didn't do that beforehand, could we have like avoided this entirely? Lord. Oh, right, because we have to move this. Right. Move that. This. Take that. Put this in there. All right, cool. And now we have to get the other piece. James breathing ASMR, right? Put the coin in there, but we need the button. We do not have the button yet. Forget about that. All right, so jukebox. We need to go to the... Let me read my notes. Nope. I don't have the memo I need for the note yet. All right, so we gotta go to the apartment anyway. Yep. That's where we'll find the button. I should have just went there next. You know, it's kind of funny because this man is always out of breath. It's always like the characters who have no business being in this situation. Like, this man James is definitely running a 20-minute mile. If he's lucky. Right? You know he's got office chair butt by now. See, normally, the normal guy in me wants to run past these monsters and not deal with them. But the RPG player in me is just like, take them out for the XP. Even though there is an XP system here. Man, you see that slight brisk jog he just did, or power walk if you want to call it a jog. He's already cooked. This man must have really loved his wife though, man. My wife go missing in a town like this? Nah. I'm sorry, honey, but you shouldn't have been out here in the first place. We made this agreement beforehand. You go missing in a place like this? I'm sorry. I'ma mourn you from afar. Because you guys don't know, this man at the beginning of the game says his wife is dead. At the beginning of the game, he says, my wife is dead. How could she send me a letter from this town? If that happens, I'm definitely not coming. I see the medicine back there. I want it. How am I supposed to rescue my wife without my perks, James? Where y'all at? I hear it. Where is it? One of those beetles again, isn't it? Yep, there you are. We gotta go to apartment 5, I think they said. That's clearly a 6. That's a 4. Alright, well, I'm gonna try the front door. Now we're gonna see if we get gonna hit through here. No? Okay, I was curious. These apartments are so run down. I cannot imagine paying rent to live in a place like this. Or one of my neighbors could just walk in my room any point in time they want to. So many human-sized holes in the rooms, right? Hate it when that happens. That's good. Like, look at that. We could have died on that. That's the real safety hazard, not the monsters. OSHA would have a field day out here. Feels like Michael Myers is breathing in my ear in this whole entire house. Oh, right. We have to do this. Like, who thinks about this? Who's like, oh, there's this big giant arm-shaped hole. I should put my hand in here. Oh, so if you skip it, they're not gonna let you do it. You have to sit here and just let it happen. Ugh. And the worst part about these things is that nothing happens. Like, you might think like, oh my god, monster, or like, oh my god, like what horrible monstrosity is about to grab my arm, and then when nothing happens and you're just sitting there wondering like why that's even there, I think that's a lot more worrying than whatever else could have happened. Right, like, why are you putting your hands in there? Who raised you like this? Oh, right. Like, look at this, bro. Definitely would have just ate dirt. I forgot about that. This is me, I'd be dead already. I like the fact that the camera is right on your back when you're climbing down the ladder, so you can't even like see what's behind you. I think something's in the garbage cans, right? Monster, no monster? No monster. Man, definitely would have died. Definitely would have died. I would have been eating straight wood. Splinters in the mouth. Alright, so I already fixed you. A2. Okay, B2. Alright, C2. We're gonna skip that because we did all that to play some music apparently. And to get a key. Now we saved. If the prompt will appear, there we go. Thank you. Now we're gonna go through here. All right. Move this here. Now we climb. Go into the hole in the wall. Or the window, I should say. Monster in here, right? No. I'm always expecting monsters because I'm like, my memory is not the best. I haven't done this too long ago, but at the same time, I don't remember how much I did. Like how much is where. All right, so now we gotta go to the greenish blue car and yeah. Yeah, right? Like, who's putting the key in there, bro? Alright, my monster radar is tipping me off. Oh. I feel like they put these in specifically just to make you freak out because they're so easy to miss. I do not think those are in the original, but I'm not 100% sure anyway. All right, so we keep going back here and we're gonna find the car back here, I think. I was gonna get jumped by something back here if I remember correctly, yeah? Oh, the trunk? Let me read the note. The Silent Hill, the demons make sense lore-wise. The puzzles, not so much. Yeah. It's like, what's happening, bro? I get everybody was losing their mind, but this just seemed inconvenient at best. Plate number ending at 06. This is public enemy number 1. It's got to be this one, yeah? Maybe not this one. Maybe not this one. Just checking just in case. Okay. No, no, no. Something I'm missing? I don't think we could crawl over the hood. Hold on, he's looking at something. Oh, this one right here, right. To close in front, and then we get attacked. Just gonna deal with your friend here. Nah, don't run. Oh, he did a tracking move right there. Man's using his heat burst. Ow. This is Heihachi Mishima. He just headbutted me. Yeah, no minimal / no HUD UI. That's what I'm rocking with right now. Make the game as immersive as possible. Right, if I remember correctly, we gotta go to like the apartments or something. I remember the first time I did this, I ran everywhere. And just could not figure out where they wanted me to go. Wood State Apartments, that's where we're going. So where is that again? Okay, cool. And every door is locked. Abandoned town, but every door is locked. You hate to see it. All right, where are we going? We're going in the right direction. We just gotta keep straight. Excuse me, pardon me. Excuse me, got somewhere to be. Got somewhere to be. Let me just look through that real quick. Alright, we're still going. Because the first time I played Zombie, I wanted to see like how much of the HUD I actually needed and how much would the game actually give me, navigation-wise. Without the HUD, and it's definitely doable. Definitely doable. I haven't felt like I handicapped myself too much or anything by not having a HUD. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Ugh. Okay. All right, we're in the apartments. Heal up real quick. Oh yeah, no, I get it. That's why I'm mashing A a lot. You might not be able to hear me, but I'm constantly pressing A and just looking at like what James is looking at. Like I just passed up something there. Gonna skip this. What were you looking at? It's newspaper, right? No. But yeah, what's there we go. Yeah. Just face checking everything. Wait, what? Sometimes his face will just follow the camera though, and sometimes I'm like, oh, okay. He's looking that way because I'm looking that way. I'm the one who sent this off. The flashlight, definitely doesn't come into play until a little bit later, if I remember correctly. It's dark out here, man.
Hello? Is anyone there?
Now, James, we spent the last 40 minutes fighting monsters. Housekeeping? Definitely sounds human, right? That. Ugh, forgot about you. No, get off me. These mannequins. Nah, we gotta put you. Oh my god. Weave. Oh. These Eddie players looking different nowadays, man. I tell you. That rodeo command grab you just did to me. That is my wife's outfit. What Chan say? Ooh, I love my wife. I love my wife. Let me stop. Give me that. Yo, what's up, Pebs? As you can see, we're playing through Silent Hill 2. I'm trying to get back to where I was, story-wise. Because we had to basically start in a fresh new save. But since I've been through, this ain't my first rodeo, kind of have an idea of where we're going and what we need to do. At a fast pass everything. I'm just gonna be running through a lot of things here. At least trying to. I realize this game is not that long. I keep forgetting that. So we gotta go back to the court. We actually have to go back to the courtyard. I'm gonna go to the second floor. I'm trying to do things like ahead of time, but I realize like how much of the game blocks you off, so you can't quite do that immediately. Not the way I want to. Yeah, the third floor doesn't lead anywhere, so I literally have to go outside to the courtyard to do this. Like once you get past the fear. No sequence breaking, right? Which is fair, you know. They had a vision. That's fine. It's in the locker. Nothing's in the locker. Okay. Handgun ammo though. I'll take that. I knew I keep coming to different places I shouldn't be for some reason. I mean the courtyard. If I remember correctly, there wasn't really anything out here immediately, at least that wanted to kill me. Garbage. Right, can't do anything with this yet. You, come here. Oh my god. James, please work with me. It's me. It's me. I'm the issue. I need to stop blaming this man for my problems. Alright, we're in. Show me the monsters. Oh, you know what? I remember I was scared of this part for like 5 minutes. Because the monster is not in the room with me. He actually is not. You know when a game just randomly says you can't go to sleep, enemies might be nearby, and you're like, oh my god, where is the enemy? That's what they did to me here. But the enemy is actually right outside through this door. And it's one of those scarabs. Could be on the floor here. Yep, you're on the wall. Crazy, man. We also said James got telekinesis. Watch him open drawers or cabinets, right? Man just wills it into existence. Hope that's the reason he's never worried. He's like, anytime I want to, I can take out anybody on my mind. All right, let me go out here. We've unlocked this. Then we got to go somewhere else. Actually, we go back through here. Right, can't go through here yet. We have to get to the other side. That's why we kind of did that. But yeah, earlier we were talking about immersion and getting lost in like what you're doing and stuff like that. But I think this game is a good example of, because even though like the game is short, it doesn't have like too many crazy things and how simple it is. I won't say it's like super simple or it's not like, you know, one of the most influential games of all time, but it really is nice what you can do with like a really good atmosphere. What's up, Bishop? I'll let y'all watch this again because this part is just funny to me. Hey! Like, bro, whose kid is this? But yeah, Bishop, in case you're wondering, that's one of the reasons why I was gone for like 8 days, like a whole week, because it took me a whole week of troubleshooting to fix my computer. And she stomped your hand. Not only kicked away, but stomps your hand too, and she laughs and dips. Like, boy, when I tell you the belt would have been around my neck faster than I could move my hand, immediately getting lit up. Man, did these tests for class today mostly consistent about personality? Some of these tests leave me as sociopathy. Yo, Sunshine, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Pan Armor. Highly appreciate that. Not necessarily, honestly. I'd say do as much research as you can on it, because some people can have traits of it. Some people can be sociopathic, but as long as you're like self-aware, like with most things, and you're working towards just like, you know, not being a piece of shit, for the most part, you're a lot better than most people who kind of use that excuse for bad behavior. There's a character like that in Warhammer who does that. Like, he just ends up being just generally like a horrible person because he thinks that everything has been predetermined. I was gonna say, like, have you been acting like a bad person? Have you been doing horrible actions to other people? Have you been, you know, just in general not having the other people's around you best interests in mind? If the answer to these questions are no, I would say it doesn't make you evil. The majority of the time, everybody always has choices about whether or not they want to do good or do bad. Hearing the results of a test shouldn't decide that. So granted, it can make you self-aware about different things you may have experienced in life or different things you may or may not have understood previously. And it shouldn't necessarily always have a negative connotation with it, you know? If anything, that'd be just one of the things that makes you you. There's a mannequin in here, if I remember correctly. Where are you? Because you guys like to blend in with the background too. Is there a monster in here? Oh. What point do I think in the scenario I would have hit the no button? The moment my dead wife sent me a letter asking me to come to a town that we first met each other in.
Huh. Quite the artist.
Definitely the moment I get a letter from my dead wife being like, oh yeah, come meet me in this town. No. I've moved on. I'm sorry. Come meet me. Matter of fact, I'll meet you halfway. Come meet me outside the town. If you're not there, it's not real. How can you say you love me if you won't meet me halfway, you know? It's a compromise. Meet me in this public police station, like 2 hours from now. Then we'll see if this letter's real. I'll return it to sender with a note in the back, being like, we can FaceTime or something. You know, I love my wife. You know. How about coming to this abandoned town that hasn't seen a soul step through it in the last decade? I'm good. I'm good. Something like empathy you definitely felt, but not in some American psycho stuff. Much like, wow, you're homeless, your own choices led you there, but those thoughts are fleeting. I immediately do tell myself to thinking that is evil. Well, it sounds like you have everything in place to stop it from being a bad thing. And like, you know, it shouldn't be like you get a diagnosis, because unless it's an actual diagnosis, this could just be grasping at straws here. You obviously want to, if you're that curious about it, you want to know for absolute sure, I'd say see a professional. And then once you see a professional, ask them, like, you know, just about it, learn more about it, do some research, see if it identifies with you. But obviously you definitely want to make sure that if you're 100% sure, because, you know, there are people who could misdiagnose you. Yo. So Simply Too Deep, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Panda Army. But yeah, if you're, you know, just curious, just want to learn more about it, I definitely say seek out a professional. Like, ask them some questions, toss around some ideas, because, you know, there's also, you can know what you have. There's also other people who could try and slap a label on you because they're a professional and can misdiagnose you. So it's one of those things where you want to be sure on both ends. Like, you want to make sure, like, you want to do your own research, you want to learn more about it, but also you want to go see a professional to see if it's something you truly do have. So at the very least, it's like, okay, well, you can have some idea what they're talking about, so you know the right questions to ask, you know the right things to look out for, and you know how to look at a professional and see if they're like telling you the truth or not, or if they're just blowing smoke up your butt to see if, like, oh, I want this person to keep coming back to me and give me more money. You want to see if they actually are talking to you because they're worried about you and your health and are trying to do the right thing for you, or if they're just looking at you and seeing another dollar sign in your chest in an appointment. I don't know if I asked this yet, but a fun question me and my buddies asked is, if you had to choose to save your wife, Silent Hill 2 or Resident Evil 7? Okay. Now, if it's between Silent Hill 2 or Resident Evil 7, compared to what you have to deal with, I would say Silent Hill. Would definitely say Silent Hill. The Spider Mom. So you either finna be playing hide and seek with a giant spider lady, throwing hands with the man who has dad strength and was in the Marines, certified hands, and he was good at his job. You're either gonna have to play Saw with their son, who's running around setting death traps for you every second, but you can't escape unless you deliberately start breaking the rules and you're smart enough to see it in time. I can't do it. You're gonna try and save Shorty, who is also part of the family, who's trying to guide you through a phone, but you have no idea who she is, where she is, or what she is. And you gotta hope you survive long enough to even get the hint and to be able to do something with it. The whole house is a maze, so if I gotta go to the bathroom, I gotta hope I can go in a corner or something, because I can't get to the bathroom due to how many puzzles are in the house and how extensive the house is. Plus, you got the mole people in the basement. You got that man, Ethan's crazy ex-girlfriend, coming in who chopped his hand off with a chainsaw the moment the game started. No. Silent Hill every time. Because with Silent Hill, the monsters and stuff you're dealing with are pulled from your subconscious. At least if we're going by 2 standards. Like all these monsters we're seeing, that's pulled from you. That is, those are your demons you're literally fighting. Your own inner working mechanisms. Pyramid has daddy, Pyramid Head is daddy, and Jack is pops. Hey, the reason they call him pops because the moment you walk in that door, he is literally just like popping your ass. Like literally just slapping the hell out of you. The moment you hear "Welcome to the family, son," yeah, it's over. It's over. That mean right, Jack ate full force, like Ethan ate full force from Jack. None of us are doing that. None of us are doing that. Because there's a hint about what Ethan really is. Like, I can't really say if you guys care about Resident Evil 7 and 8 spoilers. I can't really say why he was able to do what he did, so I'm not gonna say too much. But that man Ethan was not normal. That's all I'm gonna say about that. For those who care about spoilers, that is the only reason why he was able to make that, do that scenario fine. He's not a normal human being. Okay. Oh yeah, you know, love my lady. Not future wife, but I think we both understand that if she sends me a letter from a place like this, I'm not coming. I wouldn't expect her to show up either. One of the biggest things about this town is, like Silent Hill, I believe once you enter, it is very difficult, if not impossible, to leave. The town will not let you go. Like once you're in here, everybody normally comes of their own free will, so that once you're in, there's no leaving. Would I rather be hunted by Nemesis or Mr. X? Mr. X. Mr. X. Would I rather be hunted by the man who's known to go into a full sprint, has an RPG on his shoulder, and tentacle powers, not to mention his vocal? Or would I go after would I rather the man who just walks after you and will piece you up once he finally catches you after me? Oh, definitely Mr. X. Definitely Mr. X. Have you seen Nemesis run? Man is like 8 feet tall, sprinting at Usain Bolt speeds. Like, no. No. Like, Mr. X can be a little scarier because he's not vocal and it's hard to see when he's gonna turn up. There's a mannequin in here. There is a mannequin in here. I believe it's over here. No, it would have attacked me already. Yeah, like I can get if Resident Evil 2 was a little more scary for you, especially since like he was quiet. It was harder to keep track of him. But that theme starts playing, you hear stars. And then you have a rocket being sent in your chest. And that's if he doesn't have the minigun. That's if he doesn't have like the grenade launcher. Like this man was pulling out different weapons. Let's not forget that. He was hunting trained military soldiers. And technically so was Mr. X, but Mr. X was like really more so like just wipe out these witnesses. This man Nemesis was made to take out a whole Spec Ops team. Spend a weekend in Raccoon City or Spain or see, like Raccoon City seems like it would be nicer, right? But then think about what we had in Raccoon City, right? Like granted the hive mind and RE4 is a thing, but you had liquors, you had Nemesis running around, you had Mr. X running around. You had the regular zombies. You had the zombies that can mutate and become stronger. You had the zombie dogs. You had not only the different hybrids they were experimenting on, and you have to worry about your average crazy survivor doing things and holding you off. Like, you do have that in RE4. But like how you said, mindless, you have a lot more monsters to deal with in Raccoon City. At least in Spain, it was a lot more open and less claustrophobic with the buildings and the different high rises and skyscrapers next to you. At least when you're down there in Spain, you had a lot more open area to deal with. So the point where if you're in the wilderness a lot more, you'll have better chances of being okay if you know how to survive in the wilderness. That's the only reason, but like that is like one of the only reasons. Because RE4 I think was one of those that didn't have like, you didn't have a lethal pursuer coming at you all the time, unless it was Jack Krauser technically at a certain point in the game. But even then, he's not gonna want to bother me. I'm not Leon. I've been sidetracked. I gotta see what we were doing. Okay, so we gotta go to the second floor. Like, both of these situations are awful, but yeah, like, yeah, if you can get to that merchant and you know he's got money and stuff like that, like, you're all good to go. Get you a gun, hold some grannies, and then you out. This. I ain't gonna lie, those Chainsaw Men and RE4 though were scary. The Doctor, what is it, Dr. Salvador? Horrifying. Horrifying. Wait, this is the 3rd floor. I was on the 2nd floor. Oh, this is the 3rd floor. That was the 4th floor. I'm getting so sidetracked with these conversations. Chris would see that I'm not white and shoot me. Wait. Wait. Chris Redfield and the R stands for racism. That man was punching up black people like it was nobody's business though. I had to make sure this thing was dead. I've been jump scared by too many necromorphs in Dead Space. That is one area I would never go. Dead Space or dealing with the flood from Halo? No. No. Could never. I could never. I could actually never. If you tell me to choose between the two, I'm taking the cyanide pill option every time. Because we want to talk about hive minds. Those are things that would not only get smarter the longer you deal with them, but the more people they absorb, and then having to deal with visions of your loved ones coming after you. Oh no. Like it's not explored as much with what's the word for it? With Flood, but they can mimic your friends' voices. Like one of the Marines in the first Halo game, after people were getting reanimated and taken over, they were mimicking his dead friend's voices outside, trying to get him to come outside. Horrifying, man. Flood or Tyranids? Tyranids. I'll take Tyranids. I would rather take Tyranids. They are less horrifying to me. Like granted, they are still monsters. They can still do most things that Flood would do and can just eat you and consume you the same way. Oh god, this thing. Pyramid head again. All right. Rather be a space marine in 40K than work for the government in a Resident Evil world. Man, it's such a slippery slope, right? It's dark in here. I could go through there, but I don't want to yet. When do I get that handgun again? I'm gonna need that. I'm so glad they got the original composer for this game back. But yeah, no, man, like if it's, bro. Hey demons, it's me, your boy. Morris theme definitely slapped, yeah.
Oh, wow! Wow! Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
A lot of people make fun of Chris Rock for that moment of getting slapped and not doing anything on TV, but that's honestly the best thing he could have done. Because them two men had been boxing, they would have both not been allowed, and that man would have ruined his life. I think the Laura's regular theme and the theme reprised is so atmospheric. Like I've seen too many. That is crazy.
Wow! Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's why that man Chris Rock never fights fair. Like in the story, he told about how he was getting bullied before and how he got a bag of bricks and beat someone borderline to death with it. Like that man Chris Rock is not a fair fighter. At least if the story is to be believed. That he told his therapist. Somebody screamed, I ain't got nothing to do with that. I'm gonna go over here. No items. I guess I'm going to have everything to do with that.
Oh,
I forgot I have that underneath our names. Chris Rock is most
wow! now.
Nah, yeah, it's all good. It's all good.
Will Smith just smacked the shit out of it.
That's funny. I should probably just change it back to slap so that doesn't keep popping up. All right, so if I aim, I use the gun. Gotcha. Yeah, because like honestly, the best thing you could have done, wait for it all to simmer down, literally use it to further your career and just keep it pushing. This is like the worst thing about social media is that these things that would have happened, you get to normally, you know, you get slapped in the face, you get to mind your own business. But nowadays, social media and everything is everywhere, so now everybody knows you get slapped in the face, and that's what made it so much worse. But honestly, yeah, that was one of the best things he could have done, was literally just mind his business until the time came to say something about it, and then use it in his special. Because he really didn't have to do much. With everything Will Smith has got going on, like Chris Rock really did not have to do much. Like, you know, you get the whole Jada, you get the whole Jade thing, the August Alsina thing. Get the whole thing with the crumbling marriage.
Says top of the morning, top of the morning, top of the morning, top of the morning, top of the morning.
Oh man, that's something I gotta add back. I keep telling myself I'm gonna add it back, and I ended up running into technical issues and difficulties. Don't worry, Pabs, I got you. 212, 212, 212, 212. Oh, that's literally across the way. It's the police. I have a warrant. You were caught gooning live on Twitch. I actually don't think anything's in here. You gotta come in this room eventually. I'd rather, like, Pyramid Head or Mr. X, you mean like what, in terms of looks, aesthetics, or who I'd rather deal with? I'd rather deal with Mr. X. Wait, are we talking about Pyramid Head from Silent Hill 2 or Pyramid Head's Dead by Daylight version? Where did you go? You're in here somewhere. Man must have thought he was a hide and seek champion. My first rodeo. Matter of fact, we just confirmed the kill. Funniest thing to me is that in original games, the longer you like looked at pictures of your wife and other things that were pertaining to the situation you were in, could actually change your ending. All right. Is this what I mean with like the actual atmosphere too? Because I can hear something moving at the end of the hallway. My first instinct is to go in this other room or go around and wait. And now the noise is gone. I have no idea what that was. I have no idea where it is. I have no idea what it is. I know it's a monster. Oh, that's you. I like that this game can just let you go the whole Quan Chi fatality mode and just stomp this thing out. Should you watch the Silent Hill movies? Want some stuff that goes to your 2000s emo grunge vibe? I need movies to watch and listen to Evanescence right after. Just you. Never say that in a horror movie, right? Honestly, if you want to go early 2000s horror movies, I'd recommend things like 13 Ghosts, House on Haunted Hill, things of that nature. I Know What You Did Last Summer, Scream. But if you're going like the early 2000s, 28 Days Later. I mean, 28 Days Later, you'll get more so the UK flair for it, but still really good, yeah, with the whole like editing and art style and art direction. Can't go wrong with that. But yeah, the first one, the first Silent Hill you can watch, and it's still pretty good, still represents that whole thing. The second one would not recommend. Even as a fan of the series, would not recommend the second one. It kind of just, like, it leaves a bad taste in my mouth. But if you just want to see it, just don't expect a good horror movie. Corny video game movies, Resident Evil movies, gotta recommend those immediately. The first one and second one, still dope. Even the third one, Extinction, really dope. After that, it just gets kind of comical. But the first three movies are great. First three movies are great. Like Zombie said, the later ones try to do too much. But the first three, wonderful. The endings to them make no sense, but it's hilarious. You're right. But I ain't gonna lie, the one with Wesker in it and the Executioner from RE5, I enjoyed that one too. I'm not gonna lie. Disconnect and self-destruct, one bullet at a time. I actually listened to the band who made that. Like the band for that movie is called A Perfect Circle. That theme is so good. All right, I need the item for that. I don't think I dodged the spit as well as I thought I did. I thought this was medicine. Yeah, honestly, a Gears movie, man. I wouldn't be mad if they did an animated one. Because finding like, you have to find how everybody, you have to find a group of men built like Batista in his prime that can also act. For a war movie, essentially. I would love it. I would still love it. I would still love it. If we could get even half of that, just need a good 3 of the cast to like be able to act. Just put them on the leads. Marcus and Dom, we just need Marcus and Dom to be able to act. I'm sorry, I didn't feel like dealing with it. Ooh. Alright, they could do padded suits. You're right. You're actually right. Buff them up a little bit, like kind of like how they did Homelander. Still got mad respect for Henry Cavill for actually going through and buffing up to play the part of Superman. Terry Crews and Call It a Day. Yeah. Honestly, Terry Crews, Batista, and like we just need 3 more guys. Putting The Rock as a side character though. Just because. Just because. Literally the same character he plays all the time. Honestly, yeah. Henry Cavill's line was created in his lab to be Superman. You're right. You're right. Okay. What I needed to find some golden balls. That's what I needed. That's what I needed to find. Otherwise, we're not going to be getting in here anytime soon. Oh, you know what? Probably need something for the trash compactor too, yeah. Oh, nice. Love that for you. Yeah, I've been noticing you've been pursuing it a lot more seriously, Bishop, so I honestly think it'd be great for you. You know, show the muscles off to the world. I ain't mad at that. Alright, so we went out here. Let me just double check, make sure I didn't miss anything in here in between my murder sessions against monsters. Oh, right, because I couldn't go here, so what was the point of coming out here? I think I'll have to, like, come through here later as a shortcut. Clip 405, but talking to 135 average. Average one was more difficult. Hey, yo. First question you finna receive, Bishop. Are you natty? Be prepared for a lot of those. Yeah. It's good that you be open about it, though. Gotcha. Honestly, if you're gonna go into that, though, make sure you get a good relationship with a doctor as soon as possible. Where from? Because you're gonna need to get blood work and tests done to make sure you're staying on top of your health and making sure how it affects your body long term. Oh. Ugh. Looks like it stinks when you walk. Yeah. I've heard about too many bodybuilders dying. I'd like to not hear about one of my I'd like to hear not about you dying. Let me knock on wood. But nah, you definitely got this though. As much consistency as you've been going, as much as you've been doing, I think you'll do great. My knock on wood, there's never wood around here. What are these things I'm looking for? You know what? I think I have a good idea where to find it. Because I don't have an exclamation point for anything else. That means I need to go back to somewhere I've been before, which is not up here. We've pretty much murdered anyone who can give us any type of resistance so far. These are not stairs, right? Well, they are. They're just leading upstairs. Let me see, actually. Let me go up a floor. Oh, right. I can't. Yeah, and I think that's something I'm glad for, grateful for, because I remember a lot of times people were like, oh, how am I supposed to get this body when these guys are this big and I'm not even that big? I was like, well, that's because they're using gear. That's very important though, for people to have that realistic expectation and know what is and isn't attainable. What the heck, James? No, he's gonna pull out the map like that. Okay, so I gotta go all the way around. Hmm. That is dope. That is dope. Lean down to 185, yeah. Oof. 185. You know, it's funnily enough that curtain blowing in the wind just reminded me of a horror movie. I remember somebody quoted it where there was a final girl who was in a slasher scenario. Like there was a killer going around killing her friends and everything, and she actually got away. It's at the start of the movie too. Like she actually gets away, and I was like, oh, okay, cool, that's dope. And then the rest of the movie is just her dealing with that. Like the guy who did it never got caught, and so it's just her trying to live her life as regularly as possible, just trying to come to terms with like, oh my god, he's still out there, he might come get me. The Moonlight Man and how he saw the girl and how he was a real person, that was wild. That was wild. Let me see here. Was it called The Final Girl? No. Final Girl's a different movie about when a bunch of boys try to kill this one girl, not realizing that she's the thing they should be afraid of. Which, that movie sounds dope. I gotta watch that one too. I'm trying to remember the name of it. Because like it deals with themes of like survivor's guilt and a bunch of other things as well. Yeah, it's his design is horrifying. It's horrifying. Definitely not Terrifier. If I find a Bishop, I'll send you like a DM on Twitch because I gotta actually do some research now. But yeah, it's like the beginning of the movie, like all her friends get killed and she's just like surviving and she just barely makes it out. It's really interesting. I'm surprised it's not more well known. It's hard to be like, oh, Final Girl survives horror movie, when that's half of the trope. So now I gotta find the thing where the girl survives and she like goes on to live with it afterwards. I keep opening this map a lot because I'm talking too much. I'm getting scatterbrained. No items, no money, no hoes, no nothing. Oof. Oh, this is where we killed the first mannequin. Is there anything else in here, James? I don't think so. But yeah, I really like a lot of different horror movies. There's a lot of different horror movies that do so many different things. But it's hard to talk about some of them because some of them you'll give the twist away if you talk about them. Or the fact that you even acknowledge a twist, because some people are smart enough to figure out what the twist is if you say there is a twist. because it changes the whole dynamic of the movie. I need to go back out to the courtyard. Coin cabinet? Yeah, I see that. What else is in here? Rosewater Park. I'm trying to get there. I'll go out to the courtyard though. Is there anything gonna come out this yet? Last girl standing? Let me see. It might be it. I think that's the one. Yep, that's the one. That is the one. Yeah, yeah. That is the movie. Okay. I'm gonna start exploring these a little more. Yeah, like I didn't remember how good or how bad the movie was. I just remember hearing the premise and the premise sounding really interesting. Honestly, after the first Terrifier and the second one, I had seen enough. I have not seen 3. I am one of the rare few people that does not care for Terrifier. I like the design of the killer, of course. He was originally part of like a different anthology series. Like he was not supposed to be the main attraction, and he ended up popping off. Yeah, like I'm not mad at anybody who likes it for like good old dumb fun. It's just not what I'm looking for in this space. I can understand why people like it. Yeah, All Hallows Eve, yeah. Seems like he has some different powers in there too. Like, it's a very cool concept. I've not been in here yet, which means there's a very good chance that somebody here wants to kill me. Oh, well, what do you know? It's always a sneak attack. That's funny. Yeah. It's just crazy. Like, I get much more interested in movies like Hatchet or The Collector, or you know, even like the first couple Saw films, like the 28 Days Later and 28 Weeks Later, because that opening scene for 28 Weeks Later is one of the best opening scenes I've seen for a horror movie. Still. Nightmare 1 is also a certified hood classic. Can't forget about that. Speaking of Leprechaun in the Hood, dumb fun movie. Like that was hilarious. Then when he went back, like I definitely get it. Like I definitely get why some people like really love dumb horror movies like that. Same here. Just I don't know. I just cannot gel well with Terrifier. I ain't gonna lie, when bro stole her gold tooth, I was like, this man is just penny pinching at this point. I was like, what's happening? I was like, I ain't never seen a broke leprechaun before. Wait, the leprechaun was menacing. He was just wild, but it seemed like he's actually one of those like horror movie killers who wouldn't kill you if you weren't bothering him. Like for the most part anyway, unless he had some reason to believe you took his gold or did something. Dressed up as Cat Williams smoking a fat joint is hilarious. Alright, I need you gone. Ow. Please die. Thank you. Have I been in here yet? I don't think I have. You know, you have so many things killing you, trying to murder you all at once. It's kind of hard to remember where you've been and where you haven't been. Definitely haven't been here. Jason X is funny. When like they're doing the simulations and they realize Jason ain't part of the simulation. That was hilarious to me. I was like, how do y'all forget this man existed? Like, why did y'all dethaw this man or unthaw this man? Dethaw? Oh my goodness. But it showed that there was a way you could actually feasibly stop Jason, and that's by cryogenically freezing that man. Yo, the Batosai. Thank you so much for the sub. Really appreciate that. Yeah, Jason X is a fun movie. We're currently talking about horror movies right now, Batosai, like slasher villains and stuff like that. Hope you're doing well. Thank you so much again. 4 months in a row. It's really nice of you. Very kind of you. Sorry, door. Okay, I just need to make sure that showed up. Okay. We've got somewhere to be. Ooh, almost forgot this.
Loser! You're a loser! Are you feeling sorry for yourself? Well, you should be, because you are dirt! You make me sick, you big baby!
Because the word closer has the word loser in it. That's funny. Let me save the game real quick. Slash campaigns on Instagram as election due closer. Kruger versus Voorhees. Hey yo, that sounds funny. I didn't play Alien. I didn't play too much of Alien Isolation. I did play the starter portion of it. I didn't get to sit down and do a playthrough of the whole thing, but I did watch a playthrough of it. Really great game. Really great game. I am a fan of the Alien franchise, the Alien series. It very is scary. It very much is scary because the actual like aliens AI is so smart. I think they had to tone it down because too many people complaining how smart the AI was, which is kind of crazy. Like first you want smart enemies, now this enemy's too smart. They want to dumb it down. Now the AI isn't as good. I've only played survival horror, actual horror games are still too freaky to you. Don't catch you on Outlast. Outlast is very fun. I'd recommend the Outlast trials. if you don't want to play one, the Outlast Trials has a lot of the personality and the same things from one, but you could play with 4 players. Well, 3 people, 4 as a whole. I'd honestly recommend it if you're trying to get into it. Played 2 a bit. Honestly, two is the worst out the series, but I could definitely see how it could still be scary.
This bitch.
Ooh, yeah. What was her name? Martha? I don't think it was Martha, but it started with like M if I remember correctly, yeah? What does that say? Wardrobe? Okay, so we need something for that. She was scary. The whole religious overtones just wasn't doing it for me. I just couldn't buy in. Yo, Chippity, hope you're doing well. Appreciate you popping in. Hillbillies are way scarier than a psych ward. That's just me though. Hey, yo. Hey, yo. Let's talk about it. Accept my DMs is crazy. What do you mean, like on Discord? I might have to like re-give people permissions to like message me again. Because of me factory resetting my PC. Oh, this door's open. Wait, where did this lead to? Try 213 and 217 again just to clear any doubt. Oh, okay. Let me do that real quick. Oh my god, I see these. That's hilarious. I know Outlast lore, I just don't have the balls. Chris Walker is a freak though. Absolutely. And the reason he's going around killing people is, yeah, you know, contain a wall rider and all that. Did I come through here the first time? I did. I need a key. Chris Walker, the good guy. He would have been fine if his co-workers weren't making fun of him. That's the crazy part about it. Why are you making fun of somebody that big anyway? Human stupidity will never like cease to amaze me. The second one just did, Chip. What are you sending them through? Ooh, what's in here? Did I check the shopping cart? Nothing. It'd be like that. And now make fun of me, I'll scalp myself, remove my lips, and wait for y'all in the sewers. That is what he did, huh? That really, realistically is what he did. It sounds so horrible. Then you see a person that actually did it, you're like, oh my god. Yeah, that one came through, Chip. Oh, okay. I'm clearly missing some items, so this narrows down my search quite a bit. Hash thinking slasher, man, the OG. The OG, him and Nosferatu just in the same Krusty Krab at the same night. I don't know why I got that notification then when I just found out. I had my revenge one day. I can't remember if they remade the movie or not. I think they were talking about doing a remake of that, but I don't know if it actually ever went through. I'm opening this map so much because I need to be sure of where I'm going. Let me go this way. Honestly, Nickelodeon has their own problems. They got too many fans in the mix. That documentary, Quiet on the Set, is so crazy. Finding out how much stuff they got away with and for so long. Not to mention the Ned's the Classified cast, just being awful people. It was crazy to find out. And how the main girl keeps crashing out. Oh, I forgot I'm... Why is it doing this? This is a crazy bug. I've never seen this bug before. What is happening? Ugh. Yeah, that's unfortunate. It'll common with victims. A little too common. Keep accidentally hopping over things. Somebody has what I'm looking for. I just can't remember what that is. Okay, so maybe I need to go into this room next. 205. Can't get there quite yet. This signifies doors that are cut off. Yeah, right. Honestly, I think that's one of the best things for it, though, to discuss, which is why it fits so much. Like that immersion, that sense of getting lost and transported to another world is a theme that fits directly with Silent Hill 2, which is one of the reasons why I wanted to cover this topic in the way I did today. Because you're playing a man who's going around fighting his own demons. There's such an aura of mystery surrounding him and the town itself and everybody who comes here. And it's just a lot that he has to deal with and that we as players have to deal with as well as a result of that. Welcome back, Chip. YouTube video to theorize that Silent Hill was the first isekai game? Oh lord. That would be funny. When did isekais get really popular? I want to say like what? We had Inuyasha, we had Dot Hack, we had... What else did we have that really like popularized the genre? Honestly, I think for now I'm running a little low on time. I might just have to go down and save the game. Make sure. Oh, Chip, there is a little bit of a vetting process with the Discord. Like, I have a link there, but for the most part, I don't just outright leave it open, or at least I shouldn't. Especially since, like, you know, you just came into the chat today. Yeah, that's one of the reasons why the link is invalid. have it listed to let people know that I have one, but I don't just randomly let people in. Oof. Let me switch screens here because I think we're gonna change things out here. Save the game, get that going. Jimmy sentiments. Yo. Let me play this instead. But I appreciate you guys popping in, like for showing up, for hanging out. Really do appreciate that. We'll be back Wednesday, either with more Silent Hill 2 or something else. I'm trying to get through the game, trying to get back to where I was. So that's why I've kind of been speeding through it. For those who don't know, I had to factory reset my PC, get everything settled with that. But I really do appreciate all you guys coming through, hanging out, like spending this time with me. Really means a lot. And special shout outs to Kiri, Pebs, Simply Too Deep, Sunshine, Jay. I never changed from just chatting, did I? I forgot to change this category. I've been in a just chatting category this whole entire time. That's funny. But yeah, thank you for popping in, Bishop, Chip, Sonic, Batosai, of course, if I haven't thanked him already, Jay, as he usually does, Zombie, Hybrid. Really appreciate each and every last one of you guys. Really means a lot. I think T was here earlier. And Nightmares, of course. But yeah, we'll be back Wednesday. And let's see who we're gonna raid. After I finish the cybersecurity course, I'm trying to get back to editing because I have this video I've been working on, but I have to wait until I finish what I'm trying to do first. Is Vop live right now? I think he is. I think we're gonna raid him. Or is he ending soon? Yeah, no, he's only been up for 48 minutes, so he's not going anywhere. But yeah, I'm gonna send the first and second raid messages for everybody in the chat. Ooh. But yeah, I also have fun too, Bishop, especially with the conversations about everything we had going on. First raid message for everybody sub to the channel, second raid message for everybody that isn't. But yeah, we're gonna be raiding Vop. It is Veterans Day, so we're gonna be showing him some love. He is a veteran. He does speak out about health regarding veterans and different things that they go through and just spreading awareness. And he also plays a lot of different games. But with that all being said, I hope you guys have a wonderful day and a night. You're all wonderful people. If you're on YouTube, stick around for the outro. If you're on Twitch, stick around for the raid. Just make sure you guys are taking care of yourselves, taking a moment out of your day to relax, take a step back, think about how far you've come, what you've been through, what you've been doing, where you're going. Make sure you're drinking water, stretching, taking care of your body, exercising those muscles down here and up here. It's very important. But yeah, I'll see you guys Wednesday. I'll take it easy. Let me actually switch this over.